Today we are going to learn about the Orton effect, and the Orton effect can be used to add a very soft, dreamlike quality to your portraits, and it helps to improve the appearance and texture of skin. So the best way to do this, I have downloaded a stock image of a portrait from Google, but I imagine many of you will be using your own pictures. So if you're using a Mac, the best way to open it is simply click on it, drag it down to your dock, find Photoshop Elements right there, and release. Sometimes you have to do it if it doesn't take it the first time. There you go. And you see here it opens it, and there's a little after view here. And what this is it's a unique viewing option for Photoshop Elements 10. You can look at the before, which is the original, and the after. And anytime you apply an effect under the guided section here, it's applied to the after. And we can even look at these side by side. And this is really nice to compare the before and after effects so you can see how much has changed. So we're going to go back to after, and like I said, make sure you're up here in the guided section. Now we're going to go down and we're going to find the Orton effect under photography effects. Click on that, and you simply click add Orton effect. And we get a warning here about converting to RGB color. That's fine, don't worry about it. And the Orton effect here, you see they have a thumbnail. And if you roll your mouse over, you can see what it does. There's the before, there's the after. So it really softens and brightens the atmosphere of a photo. So let's first play with the blur. And I notice the brightness is up here, so we're going to turn that down a little bit. And here's before, and there's after. And you can see that there's really a big difference. And what you want to do with the blur is you want to have just enough of the texture of the skin coming through where it looks natural. So as I increase the blur again, watch this area and her irises. And you can see that it definitely softens that. So I want to still let some of this natural texture in. So I'm going to bump this up a little bit more, almost to halfway. And you can see that you can still see some of her natural texture. Next, the noise. For this, I'm going to hit Command or Control plus, and I'm going to zoom all the way in here to the pixels. And when I add noise, because this is a black and white photo converted to a color space, it's adding color pixels randomly. And I'll zoom out again. And you can see that that adds a little bit of a grainy character to the photo. And, you know, obviously that's going to be way too much, but a little bit is okay. It adds kind of an analog feel to it. Finally, the best part is the brightness, because when you play with the brightness, not only does it open up the lighting on her face, but it also helps to soften that texture a little bit more. And if you go all the way up here, you can see it's really bright, and that's takes too much focus away from her face. You really want to have that nice contrast still. And watch the whitest part up here on her forehead too. You find your whitest spot and adjust accordingly. And I think we can even do a little bit more of a blur. And as you can see, we still have her natural skin coming through. Now, if we want to go back and compare this to the original, click on before and after, and we'll zoom in. And you can see that there's definitely a softer effect even at the pixel level, and it's especially noticeable when you zoom out. She has a softer forehead, her face is more open with the light, and overall it has a better, softer, dreamy feel to it. If you like what you see and you want to learn more, please come to my class. It's not too late to register. You can call 970-569-2900 or visit www.coloradomtn.edu. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.